Insta360 has delivered a huge firmware update for the X4, as well as several updates for the Insta360 mobile app. These app features offer a bunch of improvements for editing X4 footage, as well as other Insta360 360 camera footage. Let's talk about the firmware update for the X4 first. Firmware version 1.2.21 features numerous updates, but features 4 and 5 in this list are the ones that I want to really zero in on. Number 4 is supports third-party live streaming via the Insta360 app in 360-degree and flat video. So what this means is you can now use your X4 to live stream, and you can do so in either 360-degree video or flat video. And you can live stream via third-party platforms that include Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Live streaming in 360 enables you to offer an even more immersive experience for your audience. So ways in which I would use this, if I'm outside and I want to do a live stream and I want my audience to be able to look around while I'm doing that. For instance, I could bring this along on a hike and I could record a live stream, and instead of my audience being forced to view what I want them to view all the time, they can rotate that live stream in 360 and they can look around in that. They can look at the sky, they can look at the ground, they can look wherever they want to. Item number 5 for the X4 firmware update is webcam mode supports 360-degree live broadcasting with third-party software like OBS and 2-to-1 360-degree streaming to a computer. So what this does is this allows you to use your X4 in webcam mode. And what you can do in that webcam mode is you can do a 360-degree live broadcast. In addition, a 2-to-1 360-degree stream. And the best part is you can do this with an app like OBS, and OBS is a free app. You don't have to pay anything for that app. And it's pretty easy to add your X4 to the OBS app to use it as a streaming camera. So next, let's get into the Insta360 app updates. And there are 2 big ones. The first is a major AI editing improvement. The 360-degree automatic AI editing algorithm has been significantly improved. Let me show you. I'm gonna look at this one right here. Click up here on the AI, and I'm gonna have it do an analysis. And I love this AI analysis, especially for clips when I'm hiking. And I wanna have plenty of those clips with people in them. This is really useful for that. So let's see what it came up with here. Love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit export up here, and I'm going to export it to my phone album. And I'm of course going to click custom down here. I want to export it as 4K, and I want to have it the highest quality. And I'm going to click remove grain. And sure, removing grain will double the export time, but that's fine. I want it nice and smooth. So I'm going to click export here. Even with the remove grain option, the export process is still very reasonably fast for a 30-second video there. I love how simple and easy that was to get a little 30-second clip out of that. And the great thing is, in this scene, instead of just identifying my children, my wife, and me, the AI now identifies the interactions between my children and us. And that really helps to create a story. So the AI editing also works great for solo clips. So for example, in this one right here, where I was doing a bike ride, I haven't run the AI in this clip yet, so I'm curious to see what it's gonna do as well. All right, so the analysis is finished, and we're gonna get a preview here. So the second big update in the Insta360 mobile app is the movement feature. And I love the new movement feature. This greatly reduces the challenges of using keyframes in the mobile app. And it makes it easier than ever to reframe and enhance the editing creativity. Insta360 has a bunch of automatic templates that you can apply to any clip, and you can select where you want to apply it on the clip. And what it's going to do is it's going to add movement to the clip. So instead of you having to click add keyframes and do the movements manually, you can simply select one of those templates and the app's going to do it automatically. These automatic templates save me a ton of time, and they make the movement really smooth and easy, which ultimately ends up making the final story look much better. So I'm going to show you how to use the new movement feature in the app. So I'm going to select a clip here, and you want to go up here to Pro, and what you want to do down here, you want to scroll ahead to the part of the clip you'd like to edit. So I think I want to edit right about, let's edit right about here. So all you need to do when you get to the part of the frame where you'd want to add some movement is just click here to add a keyframe, and you're going to see the movement option pop up here. Now when you click on this movement, you're going to see a bunch of templates. There's protagonist, there's highlights, there's classic, there's tiny planet, and each of these movements is listed here. So for example, let's start off with skies. I'm going to click on skies, and it's going to do this. It's going to spin around, and then it's going to reframe it right there. And let's click on scene. I can show you what scene does. So I think I really like scene for this clip. I think that looks pretty cool. Of course, out and in. This is great if you're skiing, snowboarding, doing a trick. It's a great way to introduce the scene. And then some of the classic ones over here are nice. I kind of like a lot of these classic ones, like slow push. It's kind of that nice slight zooming effect, and then slow pull is also pretty cool. And then drag up and drag down, 360 view, which just pivots around, which is also cool. That's a particularly useful one for me. And of course, you've got your classic tiny planet effects, which are also cool if you want to use any of those. Basically, there's a ton of movements you can do in here, and you don't have to manually click the keyframes and all of that, which can take a bit to get these movements down doing it manually. This saves you a bunch of time and makes those movements nice and smooth and easy. And we even have an advanced category over here, which just those simple movements at key times in your footage can be very useful and make it a lot more interesting. I'm a big fan of the roll one as well. So speaking of the X4, if you'd like to learn about the best settings that I recommend for the Insta360 X4, check out this video right here.